So let's talk about the new image that came out of the new Child's Play movie, the MGM remake, which I just made a video on that, funny enough. I love how I just made a video about it and then a day later they put out this image. I know I'm not in any effect of that, but I think that's funny that they finally put out an image for this movie. And get ready for the excitement, get ready for the new Chucky. And I looked at the picture and it looks exactly the same, just like Chucky in the other movies, without the scars, like the first three movies. But I noticed too that he looks like he reminds me in this one image. He reminds me of like he's more of a wooden puppet because he looked so much like Pinocchio from Pinocchio's Revenge, and just how the doll skin looked like it looked like a wooden puppet. Even though it's got the Chucky look to him, but that's the only distinct difference that I think really made this image look anything different than a typical Chucky movie. This image is so, honestly, like, it's weird that they put this out and they're like, here's the new Chucky, here's what it looks like, and I'm like, that looks exactly the same like the other Chuckies, like the first three versions of Chucky in the first three movies. And the only difference to me is that it looks like it's more of a wooden doll than like Pinocchio from Pinocchio's Revenge. It reminded me of that, just how it looked. Now, the thing I'm interested about is, since this is not a Brad Dourif Chucky movie, and it's not going to have Brad Dourif or any of the characters from the other movies in this movie, it's a reboot. The thing I want to, just thinking about it right now at this moment, I want this doll to not speak, except maybe like say like, "Hi, I'm Chucky," but like not speak in a voice like Brad Dourif. I want this doll to just not say anything, and honestly, that image made me think maybe that could be the case, because it looked really sinister, and it looked like it was a blank face, like it wasn't an emotion. It didn't have any emotion in the face, which makes it more creepier. Honestly, dolls and puppets that don't talk or are not like Chucky, and I love Chucky. He's creepy in times in his movies, but he's never like the scariest thing ever in terms of dolls, because he always cracks jokes, and I totally like that. He's great, and Brad Dourif's great as Chucky in those films, but I want this version to be him not speaking. Like, I want it to just be like this emotionless doll face chasing people. Like, that would be awesome. And that would make it so different from the other movies. So I hope that we get that. And this little image right here, just looking at it, it did nothing for me. I'm like, it's exactly the same, except for it just looks more like Pinocchio from Pinocchio's Revenge. There was nothing really different about it. So I wanted to talk about it, but I also wanted to say how like it's kind of a pointless image. It's like, oh, it looks almost the same, almost identical. So that was kind of a waste of a news article, I think. Just a new picture of the new Chucky, and it's like the same thing. I'm like, okay, that's dumb, but it still looks alright. Like, it looks like a cool iteration of it, even though it's almost the same as the Chucky from the first three movies, or Curse. So yeah, this was an interesting little picture that, like, I thought I wouldn't get much to talk about, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I talked about what I felt about this, because it's really the exact same thing. What are you guys' thoughts? Tell me down below. For me, again, just exactly the same as the other movies. Not much of a difference in terms of the first image for the movie.